a picture-perfect tow. Butch the breakdown truck was always ready to help whenever the situation called for it. If an engine ever got into quite the mess, Butch is a guaranteed sight to see to clean it up. The engines always appreciated the tow truck's honest help, all except for James, who didn't quite understand the heavy praise Butch received and often thought it was the bare minimum. One morning Charlie and James were at the water tower when Butch came rushing in. "You engines will never believe it. I'm being framed," the tow truck exclaimed. "Really?" replied Charlie. "I wonder who could have done it then?" Butch laughed. "Not that kind of frame, silly. I'm getting pictures taken of me for all my hard work. Isn't that just delightful?" Charlie gave Butch a toot of joy, while James grew annoyed. "What's so special about picking up a few trucks?" he protested. "It's not hard work." Butch was offended. "It's not just trucks, James. Engines are often on my to-do list as well." "Tiny little engines like Percy, Charlie, or even those China clay twins are easy to pick back up," James snorted. "I'm always pulling pretty coaches with dozens of passengers, but I don't see any pictures." "Maybe because you're always lying," replied Charlie. "There's a goods train for you that needs to be shunted as we speak." "Now that's something I'd take a picture of," Butch retorted. Both engine and tow truck bursted into fits of laughter as James fumed away. Later that day, James was delivering some goods when he saw Butch getting one of his pictures taken with some workmen. "Look at him," he thought. "I should be getting pictures. I'm doing all the hard work here, pulling these dirty trucks." As he saw the cameras flashing, James had a sneaky idea. He slowly rolled towards near Butch, trying to get a spot in the photo. Unfortunately, he had reached steam as he stopped in his tracks. The workmen were soaked and immediately voiced their frustrations towards James as he slowly slipped away. "I've got to be a bit more subtle," he said to himself. Throughout the next day, James was finding ways to be included in Butch's photos. Any station he met him at, he kept passing by. He was destined to be in a photo, but was usually caught thanks to his own ignorance. Every time. The Fat Controller eventually caught wind of James's shenanigans. "So, James, you like to make special guest appearances in the pictures, is that it?" No, sir," James spluttered. "Well then, you can make an upcoming appearance in the yard today, as you'll be shunting there for the rest of the day. That way you won't be photo finish." At the yard, James was biffing the trucks fiercely as he grew crosser and crosser still. "I don't see Butch shunting these heavy trucks in the yard," he grumbled. Just then, he noticed Butch was in the yard. The tow truck had just cleared a mess, and the people were singing his praises. This made James grow redder than ever as he biffed the truck behind him. James reversed to continue shunting, but he was so cross that he didn't notice the points hadn't changed back after the truck had passed by. "James, wait!" his driver shouted, but it was too late. "Goodness, James," Butch exclaimed. "I know you wanted to be in one of my photos, but you didn't have to get yourself in such a mess." James sulked as Butch began to help him back on the rails. The little truck pulled the front of James, directing his wheels back on the rails as James noticed flashes of light towards him.
"Wow,"
said a photographer.
"such a little truck putting a big booming engine back on the track. Butch really is the best, isn't he?"
For the first time ever, James just wanted to be as far away from a camera as he could be. The next morning, James was at the water tower when Butch once again came rushing in. "Guess what, James?" he asked excitedly. "You've made it to the papers." James was admittedly excited until his driver held up the newspaper, his smile immediately fading. There was Butch pulling James back on the rails, front and centre on the newspaper. "Tow truck makes the biggest tow of all," Butch read. "Congratulations on making the paper, James," greeted Charlie. "You really are a picture-perfect engine after all." James angrily wheezed steam as Charlie and Butch just laughed.